Okay, here we are. Wizard World in Chicago. I forgot where I am.
Happens all the time.
We have the lovely Tara and Jimmy. Could you tell me about yourselves?
Sure. I'm Tara Schile. I have a business called Sincere Costumes, and I'm also a freelance makeup artist. And this was my first time to have a booth at Chicago Comic-Con or any convention, and it was wonderful. I really enjoyed it.
And I'm Jimmy Hasse. I live here in Chicago. I'm a freelance illustrator and graphic designer, and I love comic books and have been working on them for a while. Figured what better place to show them off than at Chicago Comic-Con, which only happens once a year, so that's why I'm here.
Totally awesome. And what were your hopes and aspirations for this weekend?
Well, for me, it was just getting to let people get to know myself. It's great for them to appreciate things that you work on, things that you care about. I had my books here, I had some prints here, and just really getting to talk to people that were excited for the fact that I put that together and I was willing to show them the stuff really was what it was about for me. I had a couple of great people that legitimately seemed to walk away from it feeling better that they had an opportunity to see my stuff, which is an unbelievable feeling.
Absolutely. Just being able to talk to people and put yourself out there and say, here I am, this is what I do, what do you do? Maybe we can work together sometime, collaborate or whatever. It's great for networking, and that was awesome. And let's be honest, it's really nice to sell some of your stuff and make a few dollars back.
You know.
And I was just hoping for a few things, and I did really well, so I'm beyond excited about how it turned out.
Yeah, all smiles during the wrap up here for sure.
Absolutely.
Did you meet anybody in the industry that might want to use you for costuming or makeup?
I'm not sure, really. I mean, if they took my card surreptitiously, then that's great. But nobody came right out and was like, you know, I'm going to make you the next costuming makeup star of the universe. But I did meet a lot of people that run different conventions in the Chicagoland area and beyond that said, come have a booth, come, you know, be part of this next show, and I'm going to do that. So that's a really great step.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What about you, Jimmy? Did you run into any comic industry folks that you'd want to, or you think might want you work for them?
Yeah, well, I ended up meeting this great guy who, just because of the interaction that we had, he was like, hey, do you know this artist? And I was like, yeah, I've known that artist for a long time. And he was like, well, would you like to meet him? Took me over, shook his hand, and got his contact information. And he's like, hey, you live in town, I live in town, what are we doing not hanging out? So that was cool. And then also
awesome.
A guy came over here, talked to me for like 15 minutes, and I got an email later that night that said, hey, saw your website, and I was really impressed, and I can't wait to see future things. So that really was the ultimate con moment for me right there, is that seeing that in action.
Totally awesome. And what was the greatest glory of being here?
I really think just being able to have a booth together. Jimmy and I have been friends for almost 3 years now, and one night he said, we should do a booth together, that would be great, we should split a table. And I said, yeah, let's do that. And it was such a good time. We got to work together and talk about each other's work, and it was a great experience. So I think that was my favorite part. Absolutely,
and I couldn't agree more. Working with Tara, and you know, we had just an awesome give and take, and it was great to have these people get to see two different aspects of work and see how well you can collaborate together with somebody who may not do exactly what you do. And it was just excellent, and our neighbors as well were a great experience to get to know them as well. So those are my two favorite things, working with Tara and working with Jim, Pam, and Paracel down there.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely, Paracel.
It was a good time.
Well, now I'm totally bummed. I was so expecting you to say it was going to be that you're going to be in the weird review.
Well, you know, that's just the cherry on top.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. We're after dessert after that big meal. It's quite refreshing.
That's right.
The weird review. The little Andy's bin on my pillow.
That's right.
Oh, now I am an Andy's mint.
The most enjoyable part of a hotel experience.
That's right.
All right. On that note, thank you so much, you two. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure as well. Thank you.
You take care and God bless.
You too.
You too.
Thank you.